So here's the beast. It needs a lot of attention. But overall, no, but not bad. Now let's see if we can make a deal on it. Picking out the little beast. It now drives, and it drives pretty well with some minor issues. Let me tell you what we have done so far and what's pending. So let's take the list. Good morning, viewers. It's a beautiful day in Phoenix, Arizona today, and I'm gonna give you an update / this will be the final video to show you the final product on our project 4Runner, as you can see behind me. So let me take you on a look around and then we'll go over the details. So here's a look at the finished product. Now, I have to explain when I say finished, but let me give you a look around and show you what it looks like. Okay, so that's a look at it. So now let's go over some of the details. First thing you notice is that the stripes are back. So what we did is we actually had a respray on it, and you can see that the paint is fairly new. Of course, the apron was replaced, the front apron. There is a skid plate that goes down here, and we do have it, but we have elected not to put it on because we kind of like the look of it as it is. It's a pretty big skid plate, and those of you familiar with the 4Runner will know what I'm talking about. We do have it, we just haven't put it on because we like the look of it like this, and we'll put it in the future. So another thing you notice is that the tires are bigger. They're brand new, and these are 31 by 10.50 R15 tires, so 31s. So it's riding on 31s. It's got new shocks. The suspension is new. This is just dirt. So as you can see, it's not a super clean truck. It's not a show truck, and I'll explain why. If you look at the color scheme, we went with the TRD sort of 80s look for these Toyotas. Of course, it's got new mud flaps, and they are also following that same scheme, the color scheme. Now this end cap, we do have it. The problem is there's a couple of bolts that we can't find, and we're just gonna go to Home Depot and get, you know, something similar, and that's gonna go on. Let's see, of course, a new exhaust tip, and those are the stripes. everything is there. All right, now let's go looking at the engine. Here's the interior. We'll come back to that. Okay, let's look at the engine. This is a custom power steering bottle. Actually, the reason it's there is because we still have a small leak on the power steering, and just haven't had, because it's so minimal that every so often we have to add fluid. So that's the next thing that we're gonna use. We just haven't had time to do it. You can see the engine's all there, clean. We talked about the head gasket, brand new. Radiators brand new. AC works. Oh, it had new belts. All new belts we replaced. Actually, I did those. Yeah, so nothing else to see. The engine's complete. So now let's go inside and have a look at the interior. So we'll start from the passenger side. One of the things you'll notice, and I apologize, is that the car is not super clean. Okay, so here's the interior. Yep, the cracks are still there. It's an Arizona car, so it's very difficult to take care of those. We're just gonna leave it. We do have a steering wheel cover. It's not the best look, but it helps a lot, especially with the heat. You know, the steering wheel gets super hot. Check out this awesome red interior. Look at the seats. They are in excellent condition, and that's exactly how we found it. We haven't done anything to the seats. We did do new boots for the levers, and there's the back. And yeah, there's some cookie crumbles there, and this the roof, that's got coming off a little bit. No big deal, we'll fix that. Some of you might know about the sunroofs. You know, you can pull this, whoops, and pull it down. So it's nice. Really like the airiness of it. Now, for those of you that don't know 4Runners that well, or maybe you're wondering about this is it feels like it's fiberglass, but it's also a metal roof, I think. I'm not really sure of the material, and some of you in the comments, I'm sure, are gonna tell me. But that's also been gone over, and we've never had the roof off. And that's kind of a shame, because one of the things about these 4Runners is that you can take the roof off from here, and there's a roll bar inside, so you can actually do it like the old Blazers, the earlier K5 Blazers, where you can take the roof off. We haven't done that yet. So let's finish up the interior here. Let me move this out of the way so you guys can have a look. Of course, there's a doubled in unit. It has Apple CarPlay, and so we can get some navigation. We were not able to find the red bezels for the door switches, so we're going with the brown. Obviously not the best look, but red interiors are not super common. Okay, so now let's look at the driver's side. As you can see, it's all there. It's got 209 miles, 209,922. One of the things that's kind of interesting about these old Toyotas is that when you had the key on, let's see, when you have to take the key off, you have to press this button before you can pull it out. Same on the interior. Okay, so as you can see, the 4Runner is not a super clean, museum quality show car. And the reason for that is because we've been using it as almost a daily driver. I've personally taken it out on a couple of trips. I went to Yuma, Arizona, which is in the southwest part of Arizona. I also went up to Flagstaff. I went skiing. And we've been using it to take the kid back and forth to school. So I should mention another thing about the 4Runner is that if you might remember when we first got it, the previous owner said that two of our teenagers had learned to drive on it. So now that we have this on here, the purpose of it, and you might have gotten a sense of it when you saw the license plate, is this actually was refurbished by my brother. Sadly, my brother passed away earlier this year. This is 2024. But he left this so that his daughter can enjoy it. I guess the story is that this car is going to continue to be used and it's going to serve a purpose. Now my niece, she's going to learn to drive on this, and now she's going to use it to go to school. And that was my brother's wishes when he went through the restoration of this car. So you can see it's kind of a first full circle where it was used by a family, kids learned to drive on it. It's now going to the next generation. That's what it's about. It's taking these cars and giving them a new lease of life and giving them a second chance. And they're going to continue. This is the last episode about this project because it's a project that's done. It's its purpose. It's going to continue. And thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Also, the rear window, there's two issues here. One is the when you see the wiper blade, like it has to be up. When it's up like this, like normal, the window doesn't roll down. But then so you have to have it like this so that the windows, so it engages, there's a switch, I'm sure. So that's probably just an alignment issue. But the bigger thing is this window is absolutely filthy, and we haven't taken the time to figure out how to clean this, because to open the tailgate you have to roll down the window so you can get inside. But then you get inside and the windows roll down into the tailgate. So how do you clean it? I'm sure a bunch of you know. So let us know.